This is Eric with Astrology for Awakening, where we look at the archetypal aspects, the astrological aspects of the day, and we attune to them as spiritual invitations, as doorways through which we can enter to enrich our awakened life and to become greater agents of that awakened presence in this world. And the aspect today we're going to look at is Venus trine Jupiter, seeing through the eyes of beauty and grace. So this Venus trine Jupiter is such a benefic aspect. You know, Jupiter was known as the greater benefic. It brings goodness, goodness, goodness. And Venus was known as the lesser benefic, which brings love and beauty and beauty and beauty. So goodness and beauty in a trine, a triangular relationship, 120 relationship, which is a nourishing, expansive, goodness-bearing relationship. This is going to be active in the collective space from about September 5th to 7th of 2021. And it's that opening of a particular frequency of God consciousness that is available at this time. Let's break it down. It's a time for attuning to the good and the beautiful, even in the midst, without denying, without spiritual bypassing, without rose-colored glasses. It's not about rose-colored glasses, as we'll discern as we go deeper into the invitation of this aspect. It's not about denying the struggles and the challenges and of the human situation and the ecological situation. No, it's not about denying that at all. It's about tuning into an ever-present invitation to be blessed and to be aware of the blessing that is alive in every moment. So Venus is the energy of beauty, of loving connection, of the aesthetic sense that discovers the wonder in every moment, in the simplest things. And to see the world through the Venusian eyes is to fall in love with the sunlight glistening in a drop of dew on a flower petal. It's to see the heart opening to the beautiful. It's to see the soul of beauty in every human being that you encounter and every sentient being that you encounter. Now, John O'Donohue, the great Irish poet, was a connoisseur, and he was an agent of beauty in the world. And he wrote a book called Beauty, the Invisible Embrace. It's all held together. The whole world is held together in this invisible embrace of Venusian beauty, of love itself. He wrote, "We have often heard that beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and this is usually taken to mean that the sense of beauty is utterly subjective, that there is no accounting for taste, because each person's taste is different." But the statement has a subtler meaning, which is if our style of looking is beautiful, then beauty will become visible and shine forth for us. If our style of looking, and that is what this aspect is calling us to, it's a style of perception that allows the hidden grace and beauty that is encoded into all patterns of creation to be witnessed. He says we will be surprised. And that's the quality of discovering beauty. It's ever fresh. We will be surprised, undisguised, to discover beauty in unexpected places where the ungraceful eye would never linger. The conditioned eye is different from the eye of beauty. And Jupiter, let's talk about Jupiter. Jupiter is the energy of celebration and the optimistic attunement to life's innate goodness. It's a perception, again, it's a perceiving of the way life is endlessly optimizing and unfolding and growing into greater expressions of the good. To see the world through Jupiterian eyes is to be humbled and dazzled by the presence of lawful principles of existence, the Dharma, the Torah, the Tao, the signature of the good that is engraved into every form and is shaping actively every moment. The whole cosmos together is moving towards this fuller expression, more integrated expression of the good. And that is the Jupiterian perception. Ken Wilber, the great spiritual philosopher, writes, "I have one major rule. Everyone is right. More specifically, everyone, including me, has some important piece of the truth. And all of those pieces need to be honored, cherished, and included in a more gracious, spacious, and compassionate embrace." This is the philosopher loving of wisdom. This is the Jupiterian call to recognize that all of the perspectives cohere into a mandala of the good. And so this trine of Jupiter to Venus, I hope you can feel it, is an invitation to walk the path of bliss, to experience your life in the life of awakening, as in the words of Paramahansa Yogananda of the Kriya Yoga lineage, to experience your life as ever new, ever unfolding bliss. This is the surprise that O'Donohue points to. And Yogananda says it is a joy that rhythmically changes all the time. That's what this astrology of awakening is trying to point us to. There's a rhythmic unfoldment, a changing unfoldment, doors opening in new ways to invite us into that joy. The joy, as Yogananda continues, that we are all seeking. And such joy, he suggests, can be found only truthfully through deep meditation, the inner fountain of unchangeable and ever new. Joy can alone quench our thirst. By its very nature, this divine bliss is the only enchantment, that's a Venusian word, that can never tire the mind or make us want to exchange it for something else. It's a fulfillment, an essential fulfillment. Beyond transitory pleasure, beyond amusement, it is that deep fulfillment that comes when we are communing with the beautiful, when we are in touch with the good, the goodness. Remembering that the word God is a contraction of the ancient esoteric word, the good. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna, as the embodiment of the Lord of love and goodness, says, "By divine love, you recognize me." Again, we recognize that presence through a loving gesture. "And you enter into me," he continues, "lovingly." You enter into the stream of beauty lovingly. You see my holiness. You become my friend, knowing I dwell within. So this discovery, this surprising and beautiful discovery, is also an inward journey to find the very presence of love and beauty and goodness within. The practice for cultivating this realization is known as the object of beauty meditation. It's a meditation that moves us deeper and deeper into the feeling state of beauty, transcending all personal and cultural history, and bringing your heart, as Joseph Campbell suggests, bringing your heartbeat into the rhythm of the heartbeat of the universe. And I'll teach it to you, gently guide you for a moment. You can then deepen it on your own. It's the meditation that begins by calling to mind from your memory tracks an object of beauty, something that for you is truly beautiful. Not that you want to think is beautiful, but that for you opens your heart. It may be a flower. It may be a sunset, a sunrise. It may be a person's smile. It may be a dolphin breaking through the sea. Whatever it is for you, it's that image that you begin with. And as you breathe in, you bring the image to mind, and you feel as you breathe in that you're breathing the quality of beauty, and you're bathing the petals of your mind in that beauty. As you breathe out, those qualities of beauty settle more fully into your being. With each breath, you absorb the felt sense of beauty into your mind and body, breath by breath. And as you do that, you gradually release the fixation on the object, and you attune more and more. You absorb more and more. You bathe more and more in the feeling state of beauty. And every breath becomes the pulse of beauty, nourishing and awakening you. You reside in that presence with every breath. And then you carry that feeling out into the world, and you look out through the eyes of goodness and beauty at any ordinary object, at some familiar person, and you see them afresh. Ending with John O'Donohue, the graced eye. You're cultivating that graced eye, can glimpse beauty anywhere. For beauty does not reserve itself for special elite moments or instances. It does not wait for perfection, but is present, already secretly in everything. When we beautify our gaze, the grace of hidden beauty becomes our joy and our sanctuary. Yes, that is the way. The object of beauty meditation brings you into the stream of goodness and beauty, and that stream carries you into your everyday, ordinary life with the great discovery of Venus trine Jupiter, which is that sacred is present here and now.